It's Food O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to put together two interesting products that I've just picked up from Iceland. The first being the Big Daddy steak, sirloin steak. It's a 12-ounce steak. Looking forward to this one. They do a range of burgers, Big Daddy burgers, big fat burgers, and I've been dying to get round to it, but I just didn't get round to it. I need to get round to it. I will get round to it, I promise you, but I fancied the steak this time. I'm going to be pairing it with Iceland's brand new hash brown waffles. Now, I've seen a couple of other supermarkets bring these out, Morrison's being one of them, and they've always intrigued me. You know the type? I'm the type of person. You go to the supermarket, you think, I'm going to make a breakfast. You buy your sausage, you buy your bacon, your eggs, and then you think, do I want hash browns or waffles? Well, Iceland have sorted that for you today because they now have hash brown waffles. You haven't even got to make a choice anymore. So, without further ado then, let's get a couple of these in the air fryer. They're great big waffles. There we go. So they're the normal size. That's what they look like frozen. I suppose some people put these things in the toaster, you know. I'm going to put them in the air fryer. I reckon 15 minutes to be perfect. Right. Next up then, let's get this steak open. Let's have a look at this steak. There's plenty of marbling on this steak. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's a big old steak. A lot of it was hidden under all the wrapping. You take the wrapping away and you're left with this. Get rid of the nappy. You're left with this big old steaks. That's quite impressive, isn't it? I mean, let's get this now on the griddle. This griddle is piping hot. Look at the smoke coming off it. Now, I learned that trick from you guys. I'm not the greatest cook in the world, and you guys were telling me when I was cooking burgers and other things on this griddle, get your griddle piping hot first, so we've done that. Okay, so here, woo, is the steak. And the waffle fries are already on the plate. So, here we are. Here's a look. Steak looking mightily juicy. Let's pull that back. There we go. That's right on the edge of the screen. I'm going to cut this straight in half. The price of this steak was really reasonable. It was no more than £4.50. It was about £4.50, £5 for the steak. And wow, look at it. I like my steak cooked nicely in the middle. Always have done. So, oh, it's cutting like butter. It really is. That is unbelievable. Look at that. Fabulous bit of steak. Tell you what, if you're looking for a bargain, if you're looking for this kind of big kind of bargain steak, or we'll have to do the beef burger, we'll have to do the Big Daddy burger. But you look no further than Iceland. We're not supported or promoting Iceland in any way. This is just me going down my local Iceland and picking up things that I think that you might be interested in. Let's dive in. Oh. Oh my goodness me, wow. That is so juicy. Oh, it's like butter. It's tender, juicy, fantastic piece of steak. I think these griddles make a difference. Listening to you guys when you said get that griddle boiling hot, absolutely worked. Get it on there, cooks it much better, much quicker, much cleaner. You're not waiting for it to warm up, and it will withstand the heat. If you stick it on the gas, those griddles, a lot of them are cast iron. They will take a lot of heat from the gas or whatever flame you stick it on. Oh, that is immense. That is immense. That's one of the nicest steaks certainly I've ever cooked myself. Juicy and tender and lovely. I haven't put any sauces on this. Reason being, if I start smothering it all in sauce, then you guys are not going to get a really good representation of what I'm reviewing. I like to review it naked, if you like, just to give you a better representation of what we have. If I start putting mustard, that's the one. If I start putting mustard on the side of my plate and dipping it in mustard like I normally would, then it's not going to give a really good representation of what we have. Right, let me show you this hash brown waffle, because I'm intrigued by this thing as well. Yeah, I mean, there's no getting away from it. It's definitely hash brown in the shape of a waffle. This is genius. It's got that crispy, crunchy edge. It's got all the little bits of potato that they're like sliced, little miniature bits of sliced potato, isn't it, hash brown? Yeah, good. Really good. And it scratches that itch. It scratches that, well, not itch is the wrong word. It stops an argument in a household. Some people like hash browns. Some people like waffles. Certainly if there's kids in the house, you know, some of the kids might like waffles, some might like hash browns. Pick these up. But yeah, you can pick these up in Morrison's at the same time. Morrison's will sell you these hash brown waffles. I've seen them there. I think they're miniature ones. Oh, I'm going to stick some in the steak juice. I'm going to be honest here. I review a lot of stuff from Iceland because it's interesting. And I know people are going to want to watch it. From the McCoy's flame grilled potato chips to the beef and pickled onion Space Raider potato chips that they do. They just do interesting stuff. But this is like, this steak is proper grown-up food. You know, you go there and pick up one of these steaks and it's just absolutely tremendous. It's absolutely tremendous. It's so juicy and tasty. I wanted to mention as well, I was a little bit worried ripping back that paper on the steak plastic, ripping that back. I was wondering what I was going to get underneath the plastic, underneath the paper. Now it's a well-known fact that some supermarkets will hide rubbish underneath the paper, or it'll just be all cut off and there won't be anything there. But to my surprise, it was the best bit of the steak was underneath the paper. And how reassuring is that? In this day and age where Ham. Let's take ham for instance. When was the last time you bought a pack of ham? You rip the plastic packaging open and there's a great big bit of fat underneath the ham and you're like, oh my god, they got me. That's the first thing you think about, is they got me, they got me again. This steak, none of that, absolutely none of that. So I'm going to rate this food down, pardon me. This causes a lot of unaggro in the house. This causes a little bit of peace and quiet, if you like. This hash brown waffle. Well, that's the best bit of sirloin steak I've had since I went to a restaurant. Brilliant. Brilliant bit of dinner. The steak is fantastic. It's a 9 out of 10. The hash brown waffles, well, yeah, they just solve a problem, don't they? They're an 8 out of 10. They're a little bit greasy. They're a little bit greasy, if I'm honest. But I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!